Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let it dark here. We are back. I'm here with Sarge. Say hello, Sarge.
I'm only joking. Hi, guys.
Scary motherfucker.
42
Yeah.
on the left, with a guardhouse on the right. They didn't spot me.
As I said during the last time, there was no way they would send this many guys all the way to Bavaria whilst they're still clearing bloody France.
Harding and Brooks, go get the truck. Meet us at the front of the chateau.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
Oh yeah, Sarge. I would like to point out that I think in recording, you may come out a bit quiet when there's loads of machine gun fire going on.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Mission, let's go. Did I just one-tap this fucker?
Yep. Yeah, man. 30-6. What can I say? The interesting point about the BAR is, quite literally, it doesn't have a single fire mode. It's got two automatic modes, which is slow automatic and then just rapid fire, which is kind of funny to me. So yeah, you're using the thing in this game like a DMR.
I do that with machine guns and like, man. I mean, I don't know what you expect of me at this point.
Pray and pray, Lamau.
That never works. That's why do you think I use single fire with the machine guns now? I don't mean single fire as in this thing comes with a single fire mode. I mean I tap so lightly I can do it.
Good work, Martin. Everyone breathe deep, catch your breath. Now let's do it all over again.
I'm the wiener, you're the bun. Come on over and let's have fun. Alright.
Giggity. Anyway. Again, you would not find this many MP40s.
Yep.
You know, I've heard people say before, which is a really stupid comment people have made once in the past, but they go, oh, why didn't the American military just arm everybody with Browning automatic rifles? My response has always been, do you seriously want to give a bunch of 18 and 19-year-olds who are mostly unsupervised during war fully automatic weapons? Do you not know how quickly that would have bankrupted the US in this time?
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, these things don't have a large mag or anything, so like...
Yeah, but when you take into consideration, though, that when people say this, they go off on the fact that the BAR is, you know, it's an automatic rifle with two settings, right? Well, they could have just added a semi-automatic function. It was never designed to have a semi-automatic function. Again, this weapon first saw service towards the late end of World War One. It was literally made for the trenches of World War One.
Yeah, so
to be a machine gun.
I would like to point out that basically we're fighting World War II with relics of World War I.
Hell, the Thompson submachine gun was literally first designed during World War I by an American general to clear trenches. It was only just later that, I forget the company that picked it up, but they redesigned it. No, Colt didn't have anything to do with the Thompson. It was a different company, I forget its name.
Speaking of the Thompson,
but yeah, but pretty much the BAR and the Thompson were both designed for World War One. They didn't see, well, okay, the BAR did see service in World War One, but it was at the very end. I think it was like late 1918 when it saw service. And by the time of World War II, it went through, I think it was 2 or 3 redesigns, and they just kind of settled on a general model, and then just went, oh, yeah, this is slightly better than the one we had in World War One. Let's just call it the M1918A1, and that's it. Like, that's the whole history of the Thompson. Not the Thompson, the BAR.
I'm gonna say this right now. You don't see a lot of sidecars these days, do you?
Well, no. The funny part is that with that one, that's actually a BMW as well.
I'm not surprised at all.
The other funny part is that with that version, it's missing it, but it would have a pintle mount for an MG34 or 42 as well.
Oh, in the sidecar section, yeah?
Yep.
Also, real quick, I gotta ask this one. Okay, one seat here, one seat in the back, one seat there. What the fuck's this thing in the back?
That's a second passenger seat.
They did this? I did not know this.
I mean, it wasn't common. If you were a field reconnaissance unit, there would be like 3 of you on a motorbike. Yeah.
Ah, sounds a little tight, but alright.
I mean, if you go back into there as well, just a second. Normally, a field recon unit would actually be in a Kubelwagen, which is yeah. Normally, there would be 4 guys in one of those, but I mean, to be fair, the whole paradigm with Nazi Germany is literally the fact of they didn't have enough Kubelwagens, but they had more motorbikes than they did wagons, which is really funny.
Absolutely. Alright, let's go fucking terminate on this shit. Asshole!
Communications, then meet back up with us. Sergeant Moody and I will find Price and Ingram.
Yeah, there's no way they would have sent paratroopers to go and get these 2 guys. They were fucking dead, man. Because, the 2 guys you're rescuing in this are SAS members.
Oh yeah, they would be dead. Yeah, like, okay, let's say this right now. This is on what little I understand of the SAS here, okay? Hang on. Down you go. Right, anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, because of the modus operandi of the SAS during World War II, basically Hitler's entire response was, kill these fuckers! I don't care if it's illegal, just kill them! If you capture them, kill them!
It wasn't that. It was the fact of that because the SAS didn't operate like other soldiers, they were considered saboteurs.
Yeah, but the response was definitely the same.
Well, it was the fact of that, the way the Germans saw it was that saboteurs weren't combatants. They were seen as partisans, which meant that they weren't treated like other soldiers.
The fact that's the logic is quite terrifying in its own right.
I mean, it's the 1940s, man. These days, it's a little bit better, but...
Geneva Convention's not the thing yet!
No, the Geneva Convention was around at post-World War I.
Oh.
It was just that World War II ratified a lot of things that a lot of countries agreed on post-war. The only country that didn't fucking sign it was the Russians.
Yep. And then we got Canada, who is half the reason why some of the things on the Geneva Convention list are actually there.
You'd be surprised, it's actually the Americans are the reason why most of the Geneva Convention exists.
Really, I would have figured it must have been the Canadians, because there's so many jokes about that.
I mean, yeah, like, World War I, if you want to get specific, but in World War II, the Canadians were as... The Canadians were as dangerous as what they were in World War II. The only difference is, though, that it was kind of toned back by the fact of that, much like the Americans, the Canadians were fairly linked to the war in a certain aspect. I'm not saying the Canadians weren't participating in a lot of stuff, but it was a case of, in the aspects of the Commonwealth, a vast majority of the guys who were fighting in Europe early and mid-World War II were the Brits, the Australians, the New Zealanders, a lot of other coalition members were fighting very early in the war. The Canadians turned up. They did a raid on, I think it was, no, Dieppe was Royal Marines, but there was a raid that the Canadians participated in, which went very horribly, might I add, because for whatever reason, it was decided, oh hey, let's send like 2 companies of Canadians with Churchill Mark I tanks to invade this very specific part of the country.
I don't know
it went
Churchill Mark I. I'm familiar with the Churchill sort of build, which was, you know, that thing with that weird defensive blast on the front. What the fuck? Oh. Hello. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm not familiar with the Mark 1, but they locked the door.
The Mark 1 Churchill was a god-awful tank. For the very specific reason of, it had a very decent gun for the early kind of mid-war, which was the 2-pounder. But
fuck!
it also... Jesus.
Do you see this shit? Hang on. Where's my head? Okay, my head's here, and it's... Okay. So, yeah, for focus, folks, take a look at that health bar! That is all I have left from that one encounter.
Yeah.
Please tell me there's these fuckers are fucking... Here we go, medkit. Oh, medkit. Yeah, fuck the Tommy gun.
Yeah, but, so, the thing that's really funny about the,
Shit.
Sorry, the, Churchill Mark 1 is that it's got a 2-pounder gun on it, but it's also got a 3-inch howitzer. Do you want to know what that howitzer was used to fire mostly?
What was it used to fire?
Smoke. And very rarely HE.
I know they're coming. Unless the team upstairs wipe them out.
I can hear them.
I can hear. All I hear is the other team.
I can smell the sauerkraut and sausage.
Bratwurst. Oh fuck!
Aufteilen! Move!
Right, where were we? Oh yeah!
Yeah,
Crowd
so
genocide.
it was really... Yeah, it was really weird, because it would fire smoke rounds, but... Like, the HE rounds it was firing weren't very good for some reason. I mean, it's all to do with, like, British manufacturing at the time. I mean, post-Dunkirk, our armaments industry shat the bed. But that's, like, one part of it, really. Oh, right in the balls.
I was thinking the same thing. That was right in the balls, wasn't it?
Move it!
Yep.
Whoa! He's dead, Jim.
Yeah. The thing is, as well, that the thing that's, like, mostly really fucked up, as well, is the fact of that the Americans arrived late in the war, because they get into Europe by 42, 43. Yeah, 1942, the first Americans arrive in Europe. But most of those American units were really shit,
Alright, guys,
and the guy that they had in command of them was even worse. Because remember, the Americans make their entry into World War II first in the Pacific and then in North Africa. Whereas Britain had been doing a vast majority of the fucking heavy lifting in North Africa.
And we know the old joke about the Americans in World War II, don't touch my boats.
Yeah. To be fair, though, credit where credit's due for the Yanks, it's a case of in World War II. Oh, Japan touched the boats. The entirety of the British War Office sighing with relief that the Americans are finally in the war.
He barely got a few rounds off before I got him.
Yeah. But, quite literally, it was a case of, as far as I remember, the British War Office just sighing with relief when they find out the Americans finally joined the war. Like, I don't blame them.
Yuppers. I don't know why that's so satisfying.
Well, it's a buzzsaw.
Well, goodness me, Americans.
One of you. Where's the other one?
Made quite a racket, didn't you? That's quite all right. I can still walk.
Captain Price, Captain Foley. Where's Major Ingram?
They moved him to a
Got a
cabin.
waddle. What the fuck's that waddle?
Don't worry, I overheard well.
It's because he's badly injured.
Oh, it's just the animation at the time. Oh, fuck.
Well, it is the animation of the time, but it's also because he's injured. I mean, he is power waddling after all.
Self-preservation of a lemming.
These must be off trooping then.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, there was a running joke in the German military in 44/45 that the Osttruppen, who were guys who fought on the Eastern Front, were less capable than anyone who fought on the Western Front for some stupid reason.
Did they think the Russians were
Made quite a
easy?
racket, didn't you? That's quite all right.
Fucking hell,
I can
okay.
still
I
walk.
read, Flare, you're gonna have to put a link up it
Captain Price, Captain Foley.
on the bottom of
Where's
this
Major
video,
Ingram?
but there is actually a skit by a channel called Squire, which is actually about it. I'll find the video and I'll send it to you pre-production.
Fuck you, Kraut! Come into my
Again,
parlor,
self-preservation
spider
of a
fly.
lemming.
Yeah. Oh, wait, 1 minute. Don't be so sour, Kraut!
Pressing fire!
They made the 1911 sound like a pop gun, really, didn't they?
They do that a lot with guns of this era, pistols. Like,
Trucks
any...
up front, sir.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. A lot of pistols in the early games
It's been heard.
always sounded like crap. Like, listen to this, folks. Tell me that don't sound right. At least the Tommy go bird. What the fuck?
Rubber banding.
Let's pile in.
I
We're
found
getting
someone's
out.
skull.
Captain, what about Major Ingram?
We'll be back for him. Get in.
If the opposition disarms, well and good. If it refuses to disarm, we should disarm it ourselves. Joseph Stalin. Oh God.
Yep, Stalin being a dick.
Yeah, that's like fucking hell. Why is there Stalin quotes in here?
Because this was before a lot of, well, no, a lot of Stalin's heinous shit was known, but it's, how do I phrase this politely?
Lesser.
He was kind of on the winning side.
Okay, listen now. Germans major.
Well, technically, Ingram is British Army, because the Special Air Service were actually comprised of volunteers from the Army, but I'll overlook this.
Yeah. I think we were talking about Price being from the RAF. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, okay, that's a bit weird. Wait,
Yeah.
Are they SAS?
Yeah, they're Special Air Service.
Ah, that old term, the Jerrys. Which I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
like, in this modern climate, okay, the Jerrys would have an entirely different image in mind.
God damn you, Rick and Morty.
Imagine that World War II was fought by an entire bloody army of Jerrys from Rick and Morty.
Don't. No, I'm gonna have that stuck in my head now. You know what, given the canon of Rick and Morty, that probably did happen at one point.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I would. Yeah, I would make it an episode. Make it a fucking, what's it called? That bloody short face stories thing. What do you call them? Anthology.
Interdimensional TV.
Anthology.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give us a quick anthology
Saving
of World War
Private
II
Jerry.
No, God no.
Hey, look, if Family Guy's allowed to get away with ripping stuff off, so is Rick and Morty, I guess.
Let's fucking go. I mean, they've already made jokes about Star Wars with that sort of thing.
Yep.
Okay, but I'm gonna get going before I get lost in the sauce.
I'm just waiting for the South Park episode where they take the piss out of it.
We're about ready to
Out of
ramp
what?
gate.
World War II
Less than
or
10
the?
minutes from your first shot to pull
No,
us up.
of Rick and Morty.
Take any
I'm just
longer,
waiting for
they'll
that.
be sending someone to rescue us.
I think it's hard to take a piss out something that's taking the piss anyway.
I don't know, Matt and Trey can figure it out.
Then rendezvous back at the truck.
Empty guard tower. Sloppy. 1, 2,
Not sloppy.
3.
Concerning.
Alright then.
No, take out the one who's alone.
Well, they'll hear me anyway, so...
That point.
Double kill.
Double kill! Let's go! Oh, fuck!
Mr. Machine Gun.
Did not see the machine gun there. Okay, see the light, kill above the light. I think I got him. No, I didn't. Okay, fuck this.
Frag out.
I don't miss twice, asshole!
And in comes the sniper.
Faust! Faust! Los! 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 Cover!
This is like some straight up fucking action movie.
Well, it is 2003.
That point.
I mean, the entire play in these World War II games is trying to make them exciting as possible. I've been taking some historical accuracy.
I'm surprised we never got a Band of Brothers game.
What?
I said, I'm surprised we never got a Band of Brothers game.
Didn't we?
No.
Oh, fuck, need!
You know the funny part is that the stick grenades that you can find in this game, they're actually not the fragmentation ones.
Oh,
they're
that's nice to
concussion grenades.
Concussion?
Yeah. Because the stick grenades, they weren't offensive, they were... Well, okay. So, they are offensive grenades, but they're not lethal offensive grenades, they're just concussion. So the idea for them was they would explode, but they were meant to disorient, not kill. It was only later in the war that the Germans actually developed a frag jacket for it. And then they developed a different type of grenade, which I think was the M43, which was basically the same as the pineapple grenade, which is what you've got right now.
Yep.
So it was
It
oval
was so
shaped.
stupid that during basic training, he tried to eat the grenade when we told him it was pineapple.
That's a reference to something, and I'm lost.
Reference to blue.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Okay, quick hammer run, quick hammer run. You got anything for me? No, you just got a car 94, you cheap fuck. Anyway.
98, not 94.
You know what I mean. Oh, fuck.
Ah, yes, stand in front of the door.
I thought we had them all, my mistake. How's that carotid artery? I am not a doctor. I know the first thing about anatomy is the location of arteries and shit.
Actually, the worst place to get shot is the carotid artery in the neck.
Yanks! Now there's a spot of luck. Come to collect me, have you?
Why didn't you do that
Come on,
before?
lads. No time for handshakes and hellos.
He's a wizard. He manifested an MP40.
No, I think that's what to make it kind of obvious.
Oh no, his thing, I picked up the MP40 he's supposed to pick up. He picked up nothing, then the other suddenly appeared in his hand. He's a wizard.
Well, do you want to know what I have to say to that?
British sorcery?
Semi-historically accurate, we did have battle wizards.
By the way, that reminds me, I'd like to thank the 40k fans for the joke, the writer because the maintenance. I'm not gonna lie, I can't refer to hitting something with, really hard to make it work as anything but the writer because of maintenance now.
I mean, because of maintenance has been around for a while, it's just that...
Oh, I know, but terming
40K
is that,
fans
just
slap
smacking
the
it.
right on it.
His thing, we always just call it, just slap it to make it work. Now the 40k fan, they literally just point it as the right because of maintenance, so...
A fair point.
I'm not gonna lie, modern tech, like a programming shit and everything, it seems more of a case of, we don't know how it's working now, but we're not gonna fuck with it because we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Fair point.
It's more magic than science at this point.
I mean, by form of technicality as well, something really funny does occur with most Russian equipment in tanks of the war period, like World War II, is quite literally the fact of that some engineers physically have to beat parts of the tank for it to work properly.
And so the history of the percussive maintenance is revealed.
Do you want to know something else which is kind of, like, really messed up, too?
Oh?
The fact of, and this one might get a chuckle out of you, that T-34 tank drivers quite literally have to carry a hammer to change gears.
Good show, Captain. To you and the boys. Well done. Well done.
I wish I was joking. Ah, yes, Pegasus Brigade. Guess we're on the British part of the campaign, then.
I'm pretty sure Pegasi didn't come with a horn, did they?
I think it's just a,
Okay, his thing is a joke here that can be made today that couldn't be made when it was released because this notion didn't exist yet. Those who know. I'm gonna leave it at that. Click stop.
I'm cringing inwardly.
Yes.
Gentlemen, thus far you've been training hard at Exeter for a special purpose. This special purpose, obviously, has something to do with the capturing of bridges. What I'm about to explain is
Bridges!
material. If any
Oh,
of you
dear
blokes
Lord.
mention the word bridge
Oh god, no,
outside
it's
this room
Operation
and I
Market
hear it,
Garden.
and I will be RTU'd on the spot. The invasion of Europe will take place across 5
Oh no,
main
it's actually
beaches along
the one we
Normandy
were talking
coast of
about
France.
last session.
Elements of the British Second Army will strike at Gold and Sword beaches, along with the 3rd Canadian Infantry Division at Juneau. To the west, the Yanks will take Utah and Omaha Beach. Now, the entire eastern flank of the invasion will be exposed to a German counterattack from the Calais region. Should the Germans break through, they could very well have tanks rolling through Sword
You wanna
Beach
know
and
why that
all
was a
the
big
way down
fear?
to Utah, wiping out the entire beachhead.
The reason why
Our
the
task, along
counterattack
with
from
the rest
Calais
of the
was such a
6th
big
Airborne
fear
Division,
was,
is to secure
and this
that
is
flank at all
not going to be a
costs
surprise to
by
many people,
capturing and holding
but
key
because of a
bridges along
very
the axis of
artful
approach.
deception
D
by
Company's objective is this
Britain
bridge
and the
over
Americans,
Caen Canal.
a lot of the German forces
Under
were actually
cover of
located in
darkness,
Calais.
The gliders will put us down in the field next to the bridge.
You're gonna explain that after this.
From there, we rush
Okay.
the pillbox and prevent the Germans from blowing the bridge. At least one Bren gun will provide a base of fire while we flank it from both sides. Once we've captured the bridge, we hold it until relieved, which could take several hours. During that time, we may find ourselves using the Germans' own weapons against them. So I suggest you familiarize yourselves with the captured ones we have on base. Good luck and Godspeed. Dismissed.
Okay, so before we go ahead here, what happened was that the British and the Americans, we realized that if we were to just hit Normandy, as it were, the Germans would have had time to, bolster their defenses, move different divisions around, and what have you. So what we did was we got a bunch of art students, effectively, to make wooden mock-up tanks and inflatable tanks and fake soldiers, and all throughout the British countryside around where Calais would be, we mocked up an entire invasion force to trick the Germans into believing that the landing was going to happen at Calais. What we also did was, as well, we fed the Germans false information saying the invasion was going to happen at Calais. And the Germans went and rushed a bunch of panzer divisions and infantry divisions to Calais. And then when Normandy happened, because of all the fake info they had, someone told Hitler, oh, there's an invasion happening in Normandy. And his immediate response was, no, it's just a feint. The invasion will be at Calais. And then, D-Day +2, someone went, Hitler, they're landing more men in Normandy. And he went, send everyone! Because it turned into this whole thing where it was like, what do you mean they're not landing at Calais? Case in point as well, the other irony was that Rommel had gone back to Berlin for his birthday, his wife's birthday. So when the initial invasion began, most of the German command were asking for orders, and then somebody went, "Yeah, by the way, Rommel's back in Berlin." So the other thing was that Rommel, when he got news of the invasion, rushed his way all the way back to Normandy to try to direct everything, and then he got into a pissing match with the SS Panzer Commander, to which then, I think it was D-Day +3, Hitler was like, yeah, okay, the Panzers are released to counter the invasion, but by that point, there were so many troops from the Allies that had landed in Normandy that they wouldn't be able to stop it. Now, if the Panzers were released a day, maybe 2 days earlier, they could have pushed the Allies out of Normandy, but it was too late by that point. I think it was by +3, it was just too late.
Just amazing. That lesson here, folks, is that information wins wars.
And counterintelligence tricks the enemy into making completely stupid decisions.
Alright, let's get into it. Let's do some shooting.
Ah, yes, this glider. God, these god-awful pieces of shit.
Yep. I mean, these things were just made of wood and, what else?
Wood, cloth, and very, very thin metal.
Oh, for God's sake, Jack. It's the biggest forest in Normandy. Pay attention.
I am. It's not there.
Well, perhaps they moved it. By my calculations, we're on course. We want to bank north 2 degrees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bingo.
2 degrees starboard onto course.
So, what's with the red berets, anyway?
That's just the berets that the British paratroopers had.
All right,
To this
everyone,
day,
race
they
for
still wear the
launching.
maroon.
This part sucks. This part always sucks.
Yep, because, again, this was being done at night, and a lot of the gliders and paratroopers wound up off course by some degree.
Bloody hard landing, eh?
Fuck you. Anyway.
Is everyone all right? Mills? Yeah, I'm fine. Just great. Button up. Let's go. Let's go. Move. Come on.
I like to warn people, if you're looking for a proper, just silent playthrough, please go look one up.
Still with us. We're in luck. The Germans haven't responded to our stellar landing. Find a good spot to suppress their bunker. We'll advance behind you.
I'm not gonna lie, folks. I had to turn the game to be, this quiet because of the machine guns last game. So, like, I'm gonna do a quick tweak. I can move this later. Slight tweak up. Let's bring it up to like here.
Yeah, but the other thing is as well that I think if you turn around, you can see the state of the glider as well.
1 sec. Quick.
Okay.
State of the glider. State of the glider.
Yeah, that is a very bad landing for a glider. I'm surprised no one's dead, because those gliders, the ones that the Brits designed were really bad and unreliable. The American ones were no better, but these ones were relatively crap by design. I think during Normandy there were like 3 or 4 which actually just completely fell apart when they hit the ground, killing a vast majority of the people who were on board.
Here it is.
Eigentlich sollten sie den Müll selbst wieder aussammeln. Sollten wir das nicht doch überprüfen? Das könnten Abschlüsse für den französischen Widerstand sein. Mensch, ich hab dir doch schon gesagt.
Here we go.
Wenn du wirklich was tun willst,
Ready in
dann
3,
überprüf mal die Verkabelung.
2, 1.
Da ist der Feind! Da sind sie!
On your head, Private! Stay out of the bunker, you crouchites! Fucking hold still! Here we go.
Squad, move up!
That's our biggest problem dealt with. What the hell? I'm the Papa. Sturmgewehr! This is Sturmgewehr, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. That's good. Try to remember
That's
which
a
one.
lot of guys for one bunker.
I know, like, fucking hell, where are these guys hiding out back? Like, okay, let's count them up. Like, 1, 2, 3, no, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10 to 11 of them. In one fucking bunker. Just running to get to that same spot and get themselves killed.
And that's a Panzer.
That's a fucking panda. I don't have anything to do with that. Hope someone's got a Panzer found something. Oh, regroup Cap Price across the fucking way, eh? One go. Perfect, keep it down.
Sergeant, go back across. Get to their flank on and turn it on that tank.
Oh yeah, that's how we do it.
Take him with you. Get him to free up the grenade.
I'm Private Miles, I'm looking for one. Asshole crowds to like the machine guns, huh?
I mean, most of the tanks did have about 2 on them.
Follow me!
until Private Mills immediately gets mowed down by an MG34, but... Speaking of the devil...
Can't shoot me, crowd! Oh, heavens bells, that's a bit too loud. Fucking hell. There is no clear communication of how loud anything is with this game.
Yep.
It's a fucking crapshoot. It's either too loud or too quiet. I can never get a, clear indication of.
Head over to the gun. Right now.
Oh my god, too, but there's more ammo for this. Anyway. Die, batter. Wrong franchise, but damn gonna feel good about that. Both ends of the bridge? What, maybe stuff behind you? Yeah.
No, this area's already secure. I think you got to push back across it. The tank was the biggest concern.
Objective updated again!
We could might have got 3 of them. 4.
This is overkill as fuck. Bridge clear. Oops, that's one of ours.
I love the little image on top where it's like, make it rain.
There are only two forces in the world, the sword and the spirit. In the long run, the sword will always be conquered by the spirit. Napoleon Bonaparte. Say what you will about
Bloody
Bonaparte,
French.
but he was a tough one.
No, he wasn't. He was a complete coward.
I mean,
He was
tough
an
in the
absolute
sense of he was a bit of a
coward.
bastard to deal with.
Well, look, let's put it this way. All of the armies he faced were literally plagued by a bunch of varying different incompetence, and that's a whole topic for another day.
Yeah, that Napoleonic era history discussion is another podcast.
If you want any, just look up Napoleonic War history. Because I'm not getting into that. My disdain for the French is well known.
Oh, look at this thing. Redeployed the sandbag additions and MG42s. I had to bin most of the MGs. The barrels were too badly worn from overheating. This was a common occurrence for the MG42. This is the one problem. This is one of the biggest issues I have with the 42s. The goddamn things were designed with redundancy in mind with some of these things. I'm not sure if that's an earlier model or a later model thing, yeah? But I think they had a whole thing where you had to bring extra barrels with you just to replace the barrels of the MG42 because goddamn the overheating fucks it so badly.
So it was a problem that they identified with, I think it was the MG15 before World War II, because to replace the barrel on it was really difficult. And then with the MG34, they added the quick change system. So it basically meant that you just popped a pin out, flipped part of the gun up, and you could take the barrel out and then replace the barrel. Well, when the 42 came along, because it was a higher fire rate weapon system, they had to redesign the quick change mechanism. So what they did was they just added a little latch. You'd pop the side latch, pop the latch off, and flip the side of it, and the barrel would just pop out of the weapon. So you could just pull it out and then just swap it back in.
Yeah. The only reason I know this detail is mainly because of anime. How weird is that?
You get your information from the worst places.
I get my information from the weirdest places. Most shit I know about the Napoleonic era shit, I got either from getting initial information from the shop, and then getting more detail from your culture on that, and you.
Fair point.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. This stuff will put you on the right track of shit you may not have been aware of existed, and then correction will, lead you, refine you to your proper conclusions.
Yeah.
I would say right now, the fact
It's
that they actually
the same
designed the
with World War
entire thing to
II,
replace barrels rather than change the fire rate to stop the damn things from overheating, I mean,
Well, the whole point of the MG42 was it played into the German warfare doctrine. Because the idea with the MG42 and, well, the
scary
34,
loud noises go burr.
No, it was just for area suppression. Because the idea was the machine gun team would hang back, lay down suppressive fire, whilst the rest of the infantry squad would move forwards to close the distance between them and the enemy, and then either use grenades or to assault the position. It's all about their warfare doctrine at the time. I mean, the 34 was good for early war because, well, they were fighting enemies that realistically were near peer in weapon configuration. So, bolt-action rifles, not a lot of submachine guns. The machine guns were typically worse than their own, because the French had... I forget the name of it, but it's a Hotchkiss machine gun, same configuration like the Bren. Because both the Bren and the French machine gun copied a Czech design, which is the top feed mechanism. So, yeah.
It's kind of surprising that they didn't opt to do that sort of trick they used to do back in World War One with the machine guns, where they literally encased the barrel itself in a coolant chamber, basically.
Oh, no, fixed placement machine guns for us did have those. That's what the Vickers machine gun was.
Oh, I know. I'm just wondering why the Germans didn't do that with their MG42s, because good lord, I swear, it probably costs more to replace the barrel all the time than anything else. What?
The answer is maneuver warfare.
Ah, yes.
Because they needed a machine gun that was beefy enough for sustained fire, but they also needed it to be maneuverable. Having a water jacket on a machine gun just incredibly increases the weight. So that's why they went with the configurations you see, like the 34 and the 42. But then when you look at things like the Bren gun or the Hotchkiss version of the Czech machine gun, I forget what the name of it is. That's going to bug me now until I figure it out. But basically, the idea for those two were that they were infantry support weapons, not the main arm of the fight.
Medical supplies, all we found were a couple of rifles and several Panzerfaust, which are woefully inaccurate.
Thank God we still have that flak gun. We can use it to hold the bridge until our relief shows up.
Until an artillery round takes out the flak.
What? Ah! Right on top of me! Right the fuck on top of me! Move, man, move! Okay, that's not going away anytime soon.
Well, you did just have an artillery round blow up near your face.
On top of me! Take a look at that scorch marking. I was standing in that. Making sure I don't grab the whole caboodle all at once. That was terrifying! I should be dead! Like, forget concussion, I should be a fine red mist by now.
Stay low!
44.
Take cover!
Damn it, enough ammo. Aha! Okay, get more ammo. That'll do. On you crouch, you think that's nothing? I'm shocked how effective this is.
Well, to be fair, the Brain Gun had the lowest rate of fire of most machine guns throughout the war.
Oh, I meant the fact I'm standing for the trench right now. I should be the easy target.
To be fair, as I stated before, these are probably conscripts. They probably only got 2 weeks of training.
And here I thought it was only the Russians that did the conscript thing.
Well, the Germans did it later towards, well, I want to say towards the end of the war. Because, you know, the Eastern Front ate up a lot of their manpower as well.
Oh yeah, war on 2 fronts. Never a good idea.
Well, technically it was 3 if you count North Africa.
North Africa! Oh dear. Whoop! There we go. Now they got a hit spin. 3, 2, 1.
You keep forgetting you can't vault in this game, huh?
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. It's such an essential thing most of the time. You forget you can't do it.
Regroup now! That's the bridge! Pull back to the bridge! Let's go!
Buzzsaw! Hey, for those of you wearing headphones, cover your ears! Come on. Let's prompt me. By no account should any shot be landing with how much spread this bastard thing gets. Oh! That's the cap. Still there, Sarge.
Monster kill.
You went quiet for a long time, I'm like, huh?
Oh, yeah,
I was hoping we weren't getting a repeat of our last time's issues.
No.
Incoming tank.
The right devils when you hear them. It's going down that road.
Oh, the main road? Oh, the main road then.
No, the road you were just looking down. Yep.
Wrong road!
I was wrong.
Fire!
You know, you actually hit it in the perfect place there.
And would you believe that was just damn luck?
Well, the thing is, you ammo racked it.
Enemy tank on the southeast road!
Yo, Jane, give me a second. I don't need a pants fast for this one. I am become death, destroyer of tanks. Come and get it, motherfucker!
This is a lot of tigers.
I know.
Rampage.
It's almost like a programming fudge. It can only handle making tiger tanks.
It had fours, so...
What up, buckles? I swear, I must be committing several war crimes doing this.
No, you're not.
So shooting someone with a flak 88 in their face is not a war crime.
No.
Dominate.
Excessive.
I'm surprised that itself is a war crime. I have too much fun with this. I hear that. That's close.
I got a feeling it's now coming down that road with the tank perhaps some barbed wire on.
It's close.
Northeast, so...
And fire!
Ultra kill.
Again, what are we doing? What are you doing here? Are you just taking out the entirety of, like, 3rd SS Schwerpanzerabteilung or something?
Sorry about that. Need some quick reaction. Voila!
Unstoppable.
Oh, I do. Oh, fuck. Why is the music all of a sudden?
Alright, that's why. German!
Eat shit, you crow!
The amount of shit, I'm gonna have them go
3, 2...
Holy
Kaboom, baby!
Or he was even in range.
No crowds on my land!
But yeah, the holding of Pegasus Bridge wasn't this dramatic in real life.
Wasn't
I feel
or
like I
was?
need to point that out. It wasn't this dramatic.
Oh, was
there
it?
weren't. Yeah, there weren't that many tanks that came at them. I think it was a handful of tanks.
What, like 4 or 5?
Which, yeah, about like 4. I think
So,
it was.
okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far.
Yeah, and they were a combination of captured French tanks and a couple of German panzers.
Make sure of your targets! Watch your fire!
Stay down, crowd. Incoming from the right! 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a chuck. What?
The grenade you have, it's called a Mills bomb.
Well, yeah, it did look different from the pineapple, didn't it?
Yeah, that's actually a nice feature. Normally in these sorts of games, given the time period, they just made every Allied grenade a
Pineapple.
Mark II. Yeah.
What the fuck shot me? Ain't no kill like overkill. Who else wants to go, huh?
I think they've retreated now.
Fear me and my flak cannon, motherfucker!
I believe that's the last of them. Excellent work, lads. Bloody well done.
Excessive waste of ammo.